You're welcome to today's broadcast. Sure Destiny TV, reaching people and touching lives.
Hello Nigerians, how are you doing? This is your friend Dr. Haruna Goro. I'm sure you're all doing fine. Anybody that has been in Nigeria or abroad following the happenings in Nigeria with the election, you will not tell me that things are going the way they should. Things are obviously wrong. Nigeria cannot continue like this. We cannot afford to give up now. We've gone too far. We want to take our nation back. We cannot afford to allow a few people who don't have a heart for this nation, a few people that do not care about the welfare of this nation to mortgage our future and the future of our children. And that's why we must never give up, because this is exactly what they want. They want to push us to the wall, frustrate us until we give up. Then they will continue to perpetuate the evil that they are known for. As I've been saying over and over, that if there's a time that we need to take our nation back from these political thieves and scavengers, it is not later, but now. We can't wait for 2027 or 2030, whatever. We have to do it when? Now. We saw in 2022 how the young people got up. They were all over the street. They were in halls. They were in stadium calling for a change. We have millions of graduates that are unemployed. Then before you know it, people are calling them Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo boy. And it's really not that they want to do that. It's just a struggle for survival. And they're not the only ones that are suffering. We know the corruption that is going on in this nation is being clearly demonstrated during this 2023 election. When we thought that it was truly a genuine problem that INEC had with their servers with uploading the result real time, they promised that things were going to improve during the gubernatorial and state house of assembly election. But instead of improving, things got worse. And so where do we go from here is the question that people are asking. People are calling me. People are asking, Doctor, what do we do now? We've done everything that we know to do. Young people invested the little resources they struggled to get. Unemployed people struggled and got money to support the change. We saw what happened with the obedient movement. There were no money bags. There was no person that was sponsoring them. Everything was self-sponsored. We know how Obi and Dirty came out. They were not dashing out money that they had stolen. These were people of credibility. And they said, if you want to see change in your nation, then invest in your nation. And that's what many Nigerians did. They came out to vote for change. But instead of seeing the change, we have been taken about 2 decades backward. A lot of people are asking questions. So now what next? It was so obvious that this election was rigged. The insecurity that was there, ballot snatching, chasing people from the polling unit, returning officers were being forced to announce false results they had tampered with. It was not the genuine result, but because for their lives, and some of them were even bribed so that they can announce a winner that was actually a loser. It happened during the presidential election. We saw child voters. We saw people that were sitting in one place just thumbprinting and thumbprinting. We saw how people were disenfranchised and were locked out of the venue or the places where the election was taking place. We saw how the police, together with thugs, came to some polling unit, chased the people away, took the ballot boxes, and escaped with police cars. This happened in many places. People were disenfranchised. Some even lost their lives during the presidential election. And then we thought things were going to be different. But were they different? They became worse during the gubernatorial and the state house of assembly election. In fact, we've seen where some people were tearing their international passport. I cannot tear mine. I still believe in Nigeria. I'm just disgusted the way we have allowed a few greedy, evil people to hold this nation hostage. For how long are we going to allow these scavengers continue? People that stole and stole and stole, and they come back and use stolen money and bribe people, and people are there collecting money and selling their votes, allowing these people to come in again and govern for another 4 years. Imagine what kind of Nigeria you will have under Jagaban, under Tinubu and Shetima. Just imagine, in case you did not quite know and you allowed yourself to be bought, either as a returning officer, an INEC staff, a party agent, or whatever role you have played in this election. just imagine the suffering for another 4 years. Is that what you want for Nigeria? I'm sure if you had given time to think, you will not connive with these people. You will not have agreed with these people to do this kind of evil and wickedness over the nation. Today, I just want to address what is our way forward. What should we do? Should we give up and say Nigeria is just too bad? Everybody should leave Nigeria? Where are we going to? Every nation has its own challenge. We have to stay in Nigeria and fix our nation. It's obvious that the elections were flawed. The elections were rigged. The elections were not free, fair, or credible. INEC was not serving the interests of Nigerians. They were serving the interests of APC and Tinubu. And this is being seen even in the gubernatorial election and State House of Assembly election, and the way the results were being announced, where you see an outright winner, but they will refuse to announce it because they are busy working on the figures to ensure APC emerges. Even in states that you know are PDP, even before we talk about Labour Party, obvious you know that these people are known to always vote for PDP. But what happened? They rigged the result. One would think that the way Nigerians have suffered under APC regime for these 4 years, that no right-thinking Nigerian will ever want them to stay in government another month after 29th of May. So, but you know what has just happened? Because of the rigging and the way APC has worked with INEC, they just handpicked different states who they want to continue in this evil governance. Even states that you would think they are sick and tired of APC, they have suffered so much. Do you know what has happened? Even such states that have suffered the evil effect of the APC government, you will see APC coming on top. So one is asking, how come now that people are tired and they are calling for change, why is it that it is during this time that APC is gaining more states, having more people in the different state house of assemblies? Is it that Nigerians have been hypnotized? No, I don't think so. It's just that these crooked politicians have decided they are not relinquishing power. They are not giving up. So they are doing everything to hold on to power so that they can continue to perpetuate their corruption. But I tell you, they will not go any further. The time has come. Nigerians are taking back their nation. So that's why you and I must stand and not give up, because they want us to get so exhausted, so tired, so frustrated that they decide, okay, let them just continue. They've already declared Tinubu as the winner, let him continue. But we are not backing down, we are not surrendering, we are not giving up until we take the mandate that rightfully belongs to us Nigerians. Don't tear your passport, don't run away out of the nation, because it's about to change and you will celebrate. I actually see Nigerians in diaspora returning to rebuild this nation that these political rogues have run to the ground. Nigeria will rise again, Nigerians will rise again, and we're going to have a nation that will be proud to call our own motherland. We will have nations of the world trooping in, flying into Nigeria because of the turnaround that is going to happen. I am confident it's about to happen. Don't allow this evil takeover that APC is busy with. How can they, after having perpetuated this evil that we have seen, many lives have been lost, the corruption is everywhere, division, nepotism, and the tyranny that they have inflicted this nation with, how will we just sit down and allow it to continue? Now, their scheme is to make sure they take over every state, even states that are obviously not in support of APC. Suddenly, they are using the same thing that they used during the presidential, of uploading false results, declaring people that outrightly lost election, and they're just filling their name and just changing figures, taking the figures of the winner and giving it to the loser, making the loser the winner. INEC must show us the result of the different polling units, original result, not the new ones they have cooked up, because it's been rigged. What they have been doing in announcing many of the so-called winners is being a scam, is being rigged, it has been a false declaration. So we must take a stand. Can you imagine the whole nation, the different states, again being under the hand of APC for another 4 years? Now, with what has happened as a result of the presidential and the gubernatorial election, many people are now coming out. The young people are back to the street. This time around, it's not only young people, it's Nigerians that are angry. How come APC claim they have won the presidency and has also won many of the gubernatorial seats? How come the nation is not in celebration? But the nation is like in mourning, as if people have died. Now that the youth are back to the street, we shouldn't leave the youth to be the ones that should come out and demand for our mandate. Everybody from the north, south, east, and west, they join them. And I want to warn you ahead of time. I know these people being crooks, these evil politicians, they are going to try and bribe some of you young people especially and tell you to go out for another counter protest in support of the candidates that have been declared. You know in your heart that the ones that they have declared as winners in most of the cases are not truly the winners. It's because of this whole thing about forcing themselves on Nigerians after having bribed people. And we're not going to stand and allow it to happen. So don't allow yourself to be bought by them and they get you on the street to do another counter protest as if you're in support of APC, in support of the government, and telling people they should not protest but accept the result. This is not the case of somebody winning or losing. It's a case of winners are being disenfranchised. It's a case of the mandate of winners is being robbed broad daylight by APC conniving and working together with INEC. And we must stand in defense. So go out, join them on the street, let the peaceful protest continue. No harm to any human being, no harm to property. Because they are going to try and also send some thugs to join the peaceful protesters. And then they'll make it look as if some politicians that have lost have sent people out on the street. We all know that somebody like Peter Obi will not want people to go out on the street because he has already presented his case to the court and the election tribunal. So he will prefer to go that way. But this matter has gone beyond Peter Obi. It is Nigerians demanding that their mandate be not stolen and that they be not robbed of the chance of seeing the birth of a new Nigeria. I call upon every Nigerian, go out in peaceful protest. All we are asking INEC to do is release the result, the original result, not the recreated result, not the false result that you are now using to declare people as winners. So that's my advice. But Nigerians, we are not giving up. We are not turning back. We are not looking back. We are taking our nation back, not later, but now. And I want to say thank you to those of you that have not given up. And even if you've been discouraged before, be encouraged again. It is still possible to take our nation back from these political scavengers. Their end has come. The rigging, the corruption with the election is too obvious for this case to be a lost case. So let's stand in defense. And I know the judiciary are going to do the right thing. I want to appreciate everybody that's part of the legal team that is standing in defense of true democracy in Nigeria. The lead counsel and all the lawyers that have volunteered their services, I remove my hat for you. Thank you for a great job. We are taking our nation back. We're going to see true justice. Let's take our nation back from these evil scavengers, from these evil rogues, from these evil politicians. I know it is possible. So let's remain resolute. Let's do what we need to do. We do our own part with prayers. We trust God. I'm confident the birth of a new Nigeria, the time has come. And when a time for change comes, nothing can stop it. And no one is able to stop this movement. We are about to see the end of this evil grip over Nigeria, and we will see our nation free. Nigeria will become a place that all of us will be proud to call our own home. I want to say a very, very big thank you for your resilience, for your commitment, and your never giving up attitude. Remain resolute, remain faithful, remain committed, and remain excited as we look forward to seeing the regaining of our mandate, and the mandate that rightfully belongs to Peter Obi and Ahmed Yusuf, and also the different gubernatorial candidates, including the houses of assembly, the ones that they robbed you of your mandate, broad daylight. Everything will be reversed soon. Thank you very much for watching this broadcast. I want you to share it with as many people as you can. Like the broadcast. By so doing, Facebook and YouTube will recommend it to many more viewers. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, why don't you go ahead and do that right now? Once again, this is your brother and friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next broadcast. Bye-bye.